My game's developed 100% since I've been here in the Bay Area. Getting to the NBA is a major accomplishment, but surviving in the NBA is a totally new challenge. The way that I see the game now is all because of the experiences I've had in the last 7 years. It's all been an amazing journey.
Every guardsman knows the call. It has many meanings, but when it's spoken, the message is clear. Heard, understood, acknowledged. Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Let's see, I graduated from high school in 2008, went to UW for a year, came back to Spokane. You know, graduated, wasn't really sure what I was going to do, so I headed to Spokane Falls. I feel like the energy in Spokane is evolving. Having a good, accessible college right here in town is a really important part of that. So I just started working at Helvetica, which is a local design firm. The Falls definitely prepared me for getting a good job right out of college.
My name is Morgan Lynch. This is my college, my community.
Local farmers markets are a convenient place to get fresh, healthy food and products for your family. Lewis County has numerous markets that provide you with an affordable choice of fresh food products. Many of those farms are also available to purchase from directly, so you can take comfort in knowing exactly where your food is coming from. Meet your farmer, know your food. We make it easy in Lewis County.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
is Mitch Freeman. He is in his 4th year, and the assistant coaches Donald Rollman and Brian Shirley. We have the national anthem going right now. Let's take a break for that. We'll get you the starters for Portland.
When it's your job to protect the world's greatest nation, it's your responsibility to solve the world's greatest challenges. This is why we search for the best and brightest, why we train for every eventuality, on land and water, in the air, space, and even cyberspace. We operate in a complex world with one simple mission: win.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Well, a lovely rendition by Leanne Rhymes on the court side as we get ready for basketball action here today. And no, it's a recorded version, Todd.
I was looking for her. I couldn't see her
Well,
down there.
you know, maybe she was here, and we just haven't spotted her. But, hey, it's nice to have you chiming in, too, which you'll be doing throughout the broadcast. Excellent job putting things together as we get to the starting lineups for the Portland Panthers. I love the technology upgrades. You're wired into the clock, isn't that right?
That is correct.
And we even have a shot clock on there. That's brand new. Also,
the fouls.
team fouls. Tell you what, I love it. I love it, and this is just brought out brand new for this tournament.
That's
so
correct.
I know last year you brought out that huge hard drive device, and it's still looking great. And so we appreciate you reinvesting in the company because we all benefit from it. Let's take a look at the starters for the Portland Panthers. Their head coach is Tony Broadus, and assistant coaches Aaron Bell, Ty White, athletic trainer Ken Baker. First of all, starting at a guard position, freshman at 5'11" from Battleground, Washington, that's Nate Mooring. Also, a sophomore 5'11" guard from Jefferson High School in Portland, Oregon. Love this name, Dario Papa Vicente. Starting at guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Roosevelt High School, also there in Portland. That is Andre McCowan. He's a sophomore. And then you've got starting as a small forward at 6'8". Seems like a big forward to me, but that's how they list him. From Benson High School in Portland, Oregon, Cameron Rutherford. And starting at forward, freshman from Jefferson High School in Portland, Gabe Garrett. And he's at 6'4". So, again, you have Nate Mooring, Dario Papavicente, Andre McGowan, Cameron Rutherford, and Gabe Garrett. We're going to get to know these players quite a bit out there as they make their way on the court right now. And I've had a chance to actually see Peninsula because I do play-by-play for Bellevue College throughout the season, and they'll give you a good battle. They gave Bellevue a good battle at Bellevue here about 3 weeks ago and came up with a victory. And I want to mention, too, we've got a great group of sponsors right there on your screen. We want to give great credit to GS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical as they're with us throughout the year, and they are sponsoring the roller that you see. That's brand new, too, isn't it? Man, you just broke it all out. I love it. As you'll actually see throughout the day the games that are coming up and also the scores. Isn't that correct? Now, is that being fed to us from somewhere downstairs? It is. Man, high end right here on STSPN.com. And looking for a challenge? Push yourself further. It begins when you enlist as a soldier in the United States Army. You'll be trained in one of more than 150 career fields and could even earn money for college if you qualify. To find out more, visit your local Army recruiter or log on to GoArmy.com. Thank you for their sponsorship and all of our sponsors. Okay, checking it out. Peninsula is wearing the white and Portland is wearing the black. So I'm thinking that maybe they switched this up here because actually as the bracket is listed, I think they mixed it up. It should be Peninsula on the lower side of the bracket because they are the higher seed as the number 2. So they will be the home team in this one, and Portland wins the tip and goes quickly the other direction. That's Gabe Garrett scoring to make it a quick 2-0 lead for the Panthers. Panthers average 83 points per game. They average giving up 84.5 for a differential of minus 1.5. Look at that move right there, taking it to the rack. Darian Daniels, he averages almost 17 points a game. These teams off to a very quick start here in the early going. That's another basket for Gabe Garrett. I'll tell you, Todd, wasted no time to get rolling. Sometimes, especially this early in the morning, it takes teams a while to get a feel for things, but these guys were out here pretty early, like right around 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the morning getting going. There's another nice follow-up. Popping it in will be Omar Lowe. So we are tied at 4. Tied for the second time as that shot well off the mark. Look at this battle for the rebound, and it's going to stay with the Portland Panthers. I'm Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig here, getting you started for our 8 a.m. broadcast on STSPN.com. First of 8 games brought to you throughout the world on the official station and network of the NWAC tournament here at Everett Community College and the Walt Price Student Fitness Center.
Isn't this place great?
Oh, to me, it's absolute perfection. This place was done so right when they opened it 6 years ago, and it is going to certainly stand the test of time. You've got treadmills visible. We're up on the running track above, which at some point I know you'll pan up and around, and the wood you see on the walls right there. We got a timeout on the floor, so why don't we take a timeout as well? They had to kind of talk things over there. Tied at 4, just underway, 19:02 left, first half here in the NWAC tournament on STSPN.com. I am
What's that? Am I still on here?
Great to see the advertisements for all of the or various schools throughout NWAC. 33 teams in the Northwest Athletic Conference. Great opportunity to get education. Education that can help you now, education that can help you later, and education that can lead you to a 4-year degree. Todd, we totally believe in what NWAC is all about.
And play sports.
Oh, my gosh, yes. That's what's happening down below right here. As Rutherford with the ball, they'll work it up high. Portland with the basketball in the dark uniforms, Peninsula in the white uniforms, and the shot is a good one out there. Just 2 points, though. Dario Papa Vicente, and it is now 6-4. So we've had a little bit of a seesaw so far as the leader has been the Panthers getting that 2-point lead, and then Peninsula has come back and tied so far twice in this game. Good step-in move right there. Finds the man not covered. He had a wide-open shot. Tough to miss those. Nate Moring will pull it down. The man with the headband in the front court now. And in college men's basketball, it's 20-minute halves with the 30-second shot clock. When we get to the women's part of the tournament, it'll be 10-minute quarters with the 30-second shot clock. Excellent spin move, looking for the man down low. Comes off the fingertips. Oh, he thought shot now. Good ball movement. That's what you want to have, especially this early in the morning. Todd, we're competing with Good Morning America and the Today Show and hopefully beating them in the ratings.
I would say that easily.
Cameron Rutherford lays it in as they work it well on the other side. It's a 4-point lead. We match up in the man-to-man defense now and going down inside. Again, excellent ball movement by the Pirates, but they can't connect. As pulling it down with authority will be Gabe Garrett. Look at that ball movement right there, and taking it in is Garrett. He's already got 6 points. Todd, such an important factor is getting off to a great start. It's a 10-4 lead for Portland, and they seem to be in the command right at this point in time as another missed shot by Peninsula. And Portland will have the basketball coming out of backcourt as it's swatted away, and that stays with the Portland Panthers. We have the double Ps on both sides, the Peninsula Pirates and the Portland Panthers.
Well, that's why I was looking for the pastries, because I wanted to get off to a good start
right.
this morning, too.
Coming in for Peninsula is Alex Baham. And they will work it on the inbound. Portland trying to build it up to an 8-point lead. Biggest lead of the game at this point in time. Peninsula has not led in this game as we're about 3.5 minutes into the first half. And the Panthers trying to get off to a good start to set the tempo and move forward in the brackets. Well, he hit the rim on that. The shot clock had gone off right as he drew iron, and then they get another crack at it. Boy, I tell you, Portland is not missing a step out there, getting the rebound, and they had 3 times they could try it there, and then finally not going to happen as Peninsula. The Pirates will come out of backcourt. Oh, excellent pass that time, but he missed on it. And the follow-up, no good either. New player also in the game, Sam Velez, with the left-hand miss. So another opportunity for Portland to build that lead, which right now at 6. Good to see them just keep working it, and it worked that time. Nate Mooring able to find Cameron Rutherford on the right side, who popped it in for the basket. Rutherford has 4 points. We've got a foul. This is going to be our first foul of the game. That is going to be whistled against Gabe Garrett, his first team foul. Taking a look at the rosters for Portland, they have 2 sophomores and 7 freshmen. Well, they're looking sharp for a freshman-laden team so far. And for Peninsula, they have 3 sophomores and 8 freshmen, total of 11 over there, just 9 on the roster for Portland. Good defense right there as the Panthers shut it off. Up to an 8-point lead, and there's a miss. He just laid it up too short. I don't know. It just seems maybe Peninsula, Todd, might be dealing with some jitters here early on. They're not really in their rhythm, where Portland seems to have things pretty well figured out, except for that shot right there. But still an 8-point lead early on.
Well, they're showing hustle down the floor, and they're going quick to the basket. But I think you're correct with a little bit of nervousness.
And that can happen. You're also
because you go home after this.
Oh yeah, you don't win, you're going home. And now they capitalize. That's Darian Daniels, who has 4 points in the game, couple of 2-point baskets. Neither team's gone to the foul line as of yet. Nate Mooring dishes off. Strong move to the hoop, and it pays off. Connecting that time, Andre McGowan. McGowan's first 2 points of the game. He averages 21.5 per game and also 6.6 rebounds per game. So watch out for him as we move along through this one. Back to an 8-point lead. Panthers not giving any space out there. He's going to try to connect on that. Doesn't work out. Another substitution coming in for Peninsula will be Cole Rabideau. Rabideau averages 10.5 points per game. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more right here on STSPN.com.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. Scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
We are back live on STSPN.com Happy to be bringing you the NWAC tournament from Everett Community College and the Walt Price Student Fitness Center for the second year in a row. Todd, you can't beat the view either.
Well, my view's not as good as yours.
Yeah, I brought the stool, so I'm up a little bit high, and we're up here on the track. Now, when we did the high school district tournament last month, we were on the other side over there, and this way it gives us a great opportunity to see what's going on from all angles, and also gets us a little bit of privacy up here, too. I know what you're thinking there, mister. But unless they start running by us, we can just give them a high five.
I usually put my foot out.
That would be you, all right. Peninsula will have the basketball. Make that Portland will have the basketball, and they will inbound with an 8-point lead after the timeout was called, as Peninsula trying to get things under control here. Now you can take and work smart for his shot. We've seen excellent ball movements, actually on both sides, but Portland has been a lot more effective with their shooting. We'll try to get us some official stats at half and at the end of the game. There is a jump shot that's going to fall short. Again, just tough luckers. Ooh. And we got a foul at the tail end of that on the rebound as the ball kind of got stuck up there, slowly rolling around. Foul is going to be called this time against Jalen McCullough. That's his first team foul, just out of bounds. A little over 6 minutes into the first half. Gets away with a bump there. Nice to see if they can let him play. Our crew chief today for the game is Sean Weatherston. Umpire Bill Draper, and the second umpire is Travis Bain. That's your officiating crew. Soft touch. Getting it done, Cole Rabideau. Need a little bit of helps right here. If you're Peninsula, you don't want to dig that huge hole where you got to keep coming and trying to come back throughout the game. Here comes Peninsula once again into front court as Portland matches up with him. He's trying to go inside, is a little bit tough. Maybe it works this time. No foul right there. They let him go through. And we got a push off on the rebound.
Yeah, Portland's letting them have the outside stuff. They must not think that they can hit from out there.
Well, and they're not finding success from way outside. See a little bit of the mid-range jumper action work. This time the foul is going to go against Joe Morales of Portland, his first. He just entered the game, second team foul. And Peninsula will inbound on the right baseline. Chance to cut it down to perhaps 4 or 3 if they execute properly. But, yeah, you're right. Portland is really doing – and there's a great play right there to get the ball back for Portland. Look at that ball movement. Right there it goes, and excellent. Isaac Shepard finishing it off the pass from Andre McGowan, and that's how you sink the dagger in on a great 3-on-1 break that time.
Yeah, you can keep track of the fouls right there at the bottom of the –
Oh, yeah. I like that. Hey, I'm loving this new addition here. That must when you went to the official scoreboard shop.
Store.
And get
yeah, that's right.
Out of bounds, Portland ball. Now here's an opportunity to put the lead into double figures. Downstairs, a couple of familiar faces. Pete Richmeyer, the longtime public address announcer in basketball for the NWAC tournament. Soft touch right there again. Andre McGowan, he's got 4 points. Now watch out for him. 10-point lead, biggest lead of the game. With the left-handed dribble into front court now, that's Darian Daniels. They lose it once again. And Portland in command at this point in time as that ball's thrown out of bounds a bit high off the fingertips of Rutherford. Peninsula subbing in, trying to find the right combination to do what they can to, if anything, hit a shot. Because, Todd, it's been a while since they've been able to really connect with any kind of consistency.
Well, that lead is slowly growing, and
it is.
They've got to fix that in a hurry.
Now you see that Peninsula being forced outside, and there's a foul right there. That's going to be an offensive foul. Good position set on the court by Dario Papavicente. I got my favorite name of the tournament already. What's not to like about Dario Papavicente? That is a great name.
I got to tell you, I love that.
Yeah. Peninsula working another combination as they will bring Omar Lowe back in. He averages just under 9 points a game and 6.3 rebounds per game. This is the first game of 8 today. They have essentially basketball coming your way until pretty much close to midnight. But that's how it is the first day of a tournament of this size. And then the women get going tomorrow?
Nope, men again.
Men again, and then the women on
then
Saturday.
All women on the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. But I like the way that they've spread it out, using 2 stretches, 2 weekends to do this tournament here.
Well, they went to 32 games. Last year it was 24.
All right, increased it. Gives the teams a chance to get a little more rest as well. Foul that time. That was against Portland. Oh, they finally took it down. So 2 team fouls each. And Peninsula fails to capitalize once again. Here comes the Panthers out of backcourt. A little short on the shot. Getting the rebound and a quick pass over on the right side is Trent Warren. And a shooting foul, I believe, is coming up right here. 2 shots on the way. First time we'll see somebody at the foul line, and it's going to be Darian Daniel. And that's the kind of thing you might have to do, just try to force it in. This time the foul goes against Morales, his second foul and 3rd team foul. And that is one of the keys. If you can it maybe not make the shot, but at least draw the foul, you get an opportunity to go to the foul line, and he gets the job done. Special thank you to Olympic College, a great place to hit the field and the books. Earn your associate degree, then transfer to a university or slide into home and earn your bachelor degree without leaving Kitsap County. Learn more at olympiccollege.info/athletics. And why would one want to leave Kitsap County?
I can't come up with it.
Once you get over there, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So find a way to stick around and go to Olympic College. They're in the North Division of NWAC. That's the same division as Peninsula. Again, Peninsula coming in as the number 2 seed. You see the tight defense there, and it works. Getting the rebound, pulling it down is Sam Velez. Let's see if Peninsula can whittle it a little bit more off that. Not going to happen if you throw it into back court and nearly out of bounds like that. On the over and back call, it's going to go to the Panthers. And it just seems, Todd, that every time Peninsula gets a little bit of a window, they're going to miss that shot. They've been missing those shots, or they'll throw it away like they just did there. And they've got to find a way to settle down if they expect to come back in this game.
Yeah,
almost halfway through the first half.
I think that they're probably going to have a little bit of a come-to-Jesus meeting at halftime there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Otherwise, they're going to warm up the bus.
Panthers facing a double-team trap. Now the switch off. 10 on the shot clock. You see Peninsula trying to force them out more. Now 5 on the shot clock, and I need to toss this baby up there at some point. 2-1. And it plays on. Oh, great finish. As Andre McGowan missed on the first one. I thought the buzzer was very close to turning it over, but instead he gets a second shot at it and capitalizes. It's back to a 10-point lead. Peninsula trying to go inside. Does it work? It does. There's Kevin Baker who connects on it. His first 2 points of the game. And back down to an 8-point lead. But it just seems like a big 8 points for Peninsula. McGowan misses a 3 ball. Baker stepping up the last time, gets the rebound now on the defensive end. Daniels, great move. Daniels got 8 points in this game. He's got 8 of the 14 for Peninsula and averages 16.8 per game. So he's definitely on pace for his average, and more importantly, helping to keep Peninsula in this game. They got a foul on the floor. This will go against Peninsula. And even the foul's up at 3. That foul is going to go against Darian Daniels. That's his second foul. We got a timeout on the floor. Looking at the clock right there, brilliantly displayed on your screen. 8:42 left to go in the first half. It is Portland 20, Peninsula 14. This is STSPN.com.
The commercial pilot program at Big Bend teaches students to fly and gives them the ratings and certificates necessary to work as a commercial pilot. Many of our students come to the commercial pilot program with little or even no aviation experience. They'll start flying an aircraft on day 2, and they progress through training with an instructor to flying the aircraft by themselves, traveling to other airports throughout the Northwest, and they get to learn to fly in a variety of different aircraft. Our students are all scheduled to fly twice a week at a minimum, and they will attend aviation ground school courses that are taught here on campus by the same instructors they fly with. The program operates 23 aircraft, mostly single-engine trainers. We also have multi-engine aircraft, as well as a float plane and a tailwheel aircraft. Moses Lake offers great weather for aviation and for training, with 5 runways at the airport, 13 approaches, a tower, and radar control. Our students also have the opportunity to operate in airspace that includes Boeing jets, the military, and lots of other flight training and testing activities.
Tell you, Todd, that's looking pretty sweet there. Looking pretty sweet there at Big Bend Community College, learning how to fly. I think you and I need to head on over there and take a course, and within a year maybe we could be flying jetliners.
You know, how cool would it be to
putting those
to
in
say,
our
yeah,
hands?
I'm
Maybe
a pilot.
not a good idea.
I'm a pilot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a pilot. Well, my dad was a commercial airline pilot for United, and I got great respect for that. And Big Bend Community College has a long-time reputation for the excellence in aviation and teaching people from all over the world how to fly various sizes of airplanes, jets. Fabulous at Big Bend Community College. Big miss outside. Strong rebound by Omar Lowe. Here come the Pirates. They travel in an all-black bus with the logo on it. It is called, Todd, the Black Pearl.
No way.
Just like Pirates of the Caribbean. It is called the Black Pearl. I kid you not.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Ball deflected out of bounds. Got a little more room down below us, and nicely have tucked the stands back some, especially in these early sessions. If they need to get more people in here, they'll move them out, but it gives them room down below too, right below us there. Again, I just can't say enough about this facility. Opened in January of 2011. Had an opportunity to be here on opening night, and I've never failed to be amazed by how efficiently they built this building. Ooh, right near the end of the shot clock. A big miss that time by Cole Rabideau. 6-point lead. It's been a 10-point lead as the biggest lead twice for Portland. Good defense by Peninsula, forcing them around and out, and that ball is going to be picked up and taken by Peninsula. They'll come out of backcourt. Chance to whittle down that deficit some more right here. And switching around, and you look at the defensive matchup right here, is up a little bit of space from Papa Vicente. That sounds like a great name for a restaurant nearby.
You can stop talking about food because I told you I didn't get the pastry.
The pastries, have they arrived yet?
I think I saw them arrive. I saw a big cooler thing arrive. So
Fouls on Andre McGowan. That's his first fourth team foul. It'll be Peninsula ball out of bounds, and again, Peninsula fighting hard to try to get a little closer in this game. It's been tough on the inside for them. With the dribble and trying to break it inside is McCullough. And that is going to be turning it over. It will be Portland basketball. Exactly 7 minutes left to go on the AccuTime here on STSPN.com. Yeah, we're kind of like little school kids giddy when new equipment is installed and works as efficiently as we're having it right now. Well, he says, I'm just going to shoot it, and it worked. That is Gabe Garrett. He's got 8 points. Again, the mid-range jumper coming through to help out that time. He had time. He says, I'm just going to take this myself, and got it done. Had a good look, popped it in. Double team right there, kick out pass, not going to work. And we got a foul on the rebound. This time it's going to go against Peninsula. Now you look at the team fouls, and Peninsula and Portland each have 4 fouls. That's going to be on Omar Lowe, his first. The half starting to wind down some, so I don't know if we will get into bonus time or not. And Todd, I know we've discussed this, that it's going to be nice when the time comes that the men, I think, go to quarters, which can't be that far off.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's the only sport of in basketball, is college basketball that I'm aware of, that still plays halves, and they instituted the quarter system in women's college basketball at the beginning of last season, and it's just drawn rave reviews. I really love it, and usually they'll put it in the women's game first, then they'll test it out, and I'd say the test has passed. Oh, getting the basketball that time was McGowan, and he gets grabbed trying to head out of back court. That foul is going to be on Rabideau, his fifth team foul. Just out of bounds, no shots, but getting a little closer to bonus time. Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig here on STSPN.com. Portland has led pretty much throughout this game. They got out to a 2-0 lead, then it was tied at 2, then it was 4-2, and tied at 4, and then they pulled away, and they've held this lead ever since that time. Good swat that time with the block, Kevin Baker. Baker's been a good presence down low. Charging in and missing the shot that time is Warden. Couldn't close the deal. Rebound pulled down by Portland. Here they go the other direction, and who's going to win the battle? It will be Peninsula. Rabideau, they're going to slow it up now, work for a good shot. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Like all the sponsorship with the banners around the building, too. Three-point jumper is good by Jalen McCullough. And that is the first three-point basket for either team. Makes it a 5-point game, but then there's a foul on the other end. We had a timeout on the floor, a media timeout. We'll also take a timeout as you are viewing on STSPN.com, the official home of the NWAC tournament. Thanks for being with us.
You know you need a getaway when your laundry pile is bigger than the last mountain you biked. It's time. Go Oak Ridge, the mountain bike capital of the Northwest, where you'll find miles of single track without lots of people. After your downhill ride, swap stories and battle scars over a pint, then stay and play another day. To plan your getaway, go to EugeneCascadesCoast.org/go. It's time. Go Oak Ridge.
At NIC, we believe in investing in our future, one built with dedicated, skilled, and hardworking people. And with the new career and technical education facility at North Idaho College, the future is bright. Today's students are tomorrow's workforce, and North Idaho College's career and technical education program will provide the training that will get you the job. Together, let's build the future. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. Mark Ockett, Todd Elvig, and the timeout as the teams get ready to go. PSG Washington is a proud sponsor of this year's tournament. The PSG team of highly skilled employee benefits consultants is here to guide you towards making the best decision for your business and employees. Throughout the Northwest, no other firm can match their unparalleled blend of experience and dedication to customer service. PSG Washington, we're not satisfied until you're satisfied. Thanks for sponsoring and being a part of the NWAC tournament. Portland up by 5 and now 7. Dario Papa Vicente dropping that in. He averages 7.5 per game. He's at 4 right now, and it's back to a 7-point lead here at Everett Community College. Found a lane, but travels. Suddenly, he turned that corner into the key, and he saw 4 black uniforms, pretty much like going into an alley and running into a brick wall.
Yeah, well, he put the brakes on, except it went a little further.
He left them some baggage out there, too. Out of bounds, that'll be Peninsula basketball. Taking a look at these records again, Peninsula 9-5 in division play. That's the North Division, or region as they like to call it. 18-8 overall. Now they have lost one game in a row, and they're 2-3 over the last 5 games. That's the same case as far as the 5-game performance for Portland. They're 2-3 over the last 5 games, but they have won their last game. Beautiful shot right there. They worked it well, and it's Alex Baham, his first points of the game, cutting it down to a 4-point deficit, making more of a game out of this. This is what we like to see, especially at 8:36 in the morning. It doesn't seem like that, though.
It certainly does not, and it doesn't seem like that for a whole bunch of people because I'm watching the viewership here, and it's quite high, actually.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and we want to say hello to all of our viewers, and thank you for tuning in. What a nice shot that was right there. That's Joe Morales connecting for the first 3-pointer for Portland. A 7-point lead for the Panthers. Once again, as Peninsula gets closer, Portland answers with a big shot like that. And stifling on the interior defense once again. They're getting the job done. Look at that hand in there, knocked out of bounds. Great defense coming through. Dario Papavicente causes the turnover. It will be Portland basketball. And we have a timeout called by Peninsula. We'll take a timeout as well. Thanks for being with us on STSPN.com as we bring you morning action and throughout the entire day of the 2017 NWAC Men's and Women's Tournament. We'll be back with more.
My game's developed 100% since I've been here in the Bay Area. Getting to the NBA is a major accomplishment, but surviving in the NBA is a totally new challenge. The way that I see the game now is all because of the experiences I've had in the last 7 years. It's all been an amazing journey.
We are live here at Everett Community College. Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig, and coming up on 3 minutes left to go in the first half, a 7-point lead for Portland. They're the men in black, and they have the basketball in front court right now.
Did you see those shoes?
That they were advertising there?
Yeah, those.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I expect to see those on you by next weekend. 3-point basket by Dario Papavicente. So now they're starting to loosen up a little bit more from the outside. It's back to a 10-point lead. This is the third time in the game there has been a 10-point lead for the Portland Panthers. Of course, out of Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine. Otherwise, they'd be in a different conference. Portland with the basketball. This makes sense, doesn't it? A little too hard off the glass, but they get a fresh 30. They might as well just take some time right here. They've got the 10-point lead. Work patiently for the shot. A double team. Leaves a man open on the far side. That's going to rim out. Strong rebound by Omar Lowe. Averages 6.3 per game. And outlet pass. Here come the Pirates out of backcourt. Quick fire and connection by McCullough. He has 2 3-balls here in the half and 6 points in the game. Averages 11.9 per contest. Puts it back to a 7-point lead for Portland. Nice one-on-one move. How are they going to call this one? It looks like a blocking foul. Driving to the basket that time was McGowan. No, they are going to call an offensive foul. That's what I thought it would be. It looked like the way body language of the official at first was that they're going to call it. I thought the player had position. So here we go with Peninsula, yet another opportunity to close the gap. They cut it down to 4 points at 24-20. Now, as you look at the walls here, you see that wood where the Trojan mascot logo is. That wood is from the old gymnasium that Everett had, and they recycled it both on the inside and outside walls here at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center. So they made great use of things. I'd have to think this would be up there on the high rankings for LEED certified.
Well, let me just tell you that you notice there's no banners on those walls.
Right.
They are very, very particular about that wood.
And I don't blame them for that.
I didn't ask to put one there. I'm just saying. I've heard that.
Well, the thing is that normally you don't ask anyway. You just put them up. So, I see him around town. I go, there he is. He struck again.
Yeah. The city
that
said
one's
that was
still
just
up there
fine.
by Archbishop Murphy, isn't it?
It is, too, isn't it?
I love that. Especially when it was surrounded by political advertisements in November, and now it stands alone.
We made it through that process.
Yes, we did. Quite well, actually. As we have the turnaround jump shot, no good by Peninsula. Coming up on a minute left to go in the first half. Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Jalen McCullough now with 8 points. He's certainly doing his part to help keep them in this game. Darian Daniels started out strong with 8 points early, but McCullough has picked it up here as we wind down closer to the end of the first half. Shot's going to be a miss. Getting the rebound is McCullough. Are we going to have a selection of player of the game? And we don't have an award, but we can at least announce who we like. Sure we can.
Yeah, we can.
Let me run it through the corporate office, which is you, and get an approval on that. Oh,
wow.
Bingo.
Look at that.
Set him up perfectly with the pass, and that is Bayham with the shot. It's just a 2-point game, 30-28. How about this one? Well, finally they closed that gap to 2 points. It hasn't been like this since early in the first half. Portland's just going to work for the one shot. The shot clock is dead. And they should start looking to run it right now, to execute the play. Wow, that one just fell apart. I don't think they're going to get anything. They won't. Buzzer goes off. We're at halftime. And our score at the half is Portland 30 and Peninsula 28. That sets the stage for a very, very good second half. And fans, we are happy to have you viewing here right from the get-go. There's a lot of viewership here this morning, and we hope to keep that all day long. We got a good start to the tournament as Peninsula and Portland play on, and they'll take a break for halftime, as will we. This is STSPN.com.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. Scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
Invited to immerse yourself in the beauty of nature in all four corners of Lewis County, Washington. From our fields to your table, farms in the west share their bounty. Limitless landscapes, forests and mountains beg to be explored in the east. Fish our many rivers and lakes in the south, and discover where history and culture intersect in our twin cities. Explore it all by visiting our Facebook page and plan your next getaway at discoverlewiscounty.com. Culture, history, and adventure all come alive when you discover Lewis County.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the start of the second half. I'm Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig here at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center on the campus of Everett Community College in the nice, only 6-year-old gym, which has all the amenities. Taking a look at the score, it is Portland 30, Peninsula 28. And in this game, as far as individual scores are concerned, first of all, looking at the guests on the scoreboard, that would be Portland with a 2-point lead. They have Gabe Garrett with 8 points. Dario Papavicente with 7, 6 for Andre McGowan. Cameron Rutherford is hit for 4 points, 3 points for Joe Morales and 2 for Isaac Shepard. No foul shots for Portland in that first half. They have hit a couple of 3-pointers. On the other side for the Peninsula Pirates, 8 points each from Jalen McCullough and Darian Daniels. Also Alex Baham with 6, 2 each for Omar Lowe, Cole Rabideau, and Kevin Baker. And on that side, 4 3-pointers hit by the Peninsula Pirates. So almost like a brand new game with a 2-point lead right here. And as far as shooting is concerned, the Portland Panthers shooting 40%, 14 for 35 overall, 2 for 11 and 3-pointers, just 18.2%. For Peninsula, they're shooting 37.9%, 11 for 29, and 4 for 11 and 3-pointers at 36.4%, 2 for 2 from the foul line. And we are underway to start the second half. Rebounding-wise, Portland with 17 and 21 rebounds for Peninsula. Well, they had a lot of missed shots in there, too, so that accounts for where they just been in the right position to get those rebounds. Is now, looking at your screen, it is Peninsula in the white, going from left to right. Portland in the black. Again, great to have you with us on STSPN.com. Excellent ball movement, and guess what? We are tied at 30. 30-30 vision, tied for the third time in this game. The lead has not switched hands. It's either been Portland on top or now tied for the third time. They go the other direction, a little push-off, and it's going to end up in the hands of who knows. There it goes, and taking it in, missing the shot, getting fouled will be Andre McGowan. Foul coming up, and that will be against Omar Lowe. Second foul on Lowe, first team foul here in the second half. And 2 shots for McGowan, who has 6 points in the game. First one is a make. This is the first trip to the foul line for the Portland Pirates. It's the first game of 8 today. Coming up next will be West team number 4 in the seeding, Tacoma Titans, against the number 1 seed from the East, North Idaho. And just one make on that trip down now. Here we go. We have Peninsula with the basketball, the chance to take the lead for the first time in this game. Todd, they've battled back very well in this one after being down by 10 points. And now have the lead. A 3-point basket by Darian Daniels. That's his first 3-ball of the game. And suddenly Peninsula up by 2 points. They are the higher seed of the two. The lead switching hands for the first time. Peninsula coming back the other direction. Near travel that time. And Portland will end up with the basketball. Breaking it out of backcourt. Good pass that time. Garrett gets it, takes it to the basket. Andre McGowan finding him. Garrett now with 10 points in the game. He, like Daniels, the first players on each team to hit double figures. We are tied at 33, and as I mentioned before we hit the break, it is going to be a very good second half. I'll tell you, he wanted to look almost Jordan-esque that time, taking it to the basket. That's Omar Lowe, and Lowe is going to end up getting fouled. He'll have a couple of shots at the foul line coming up. That foul is against Dario Papavicente, his first team foul. Lowe has 2 points in the game. This is his first trip to the foul line. Darian Daniels, the other player to get to the foul line, going 2 for 2 in that first half. First one is a make. I think this one's going to go right down to the wire now that Peninsula looks to have figured out Portland. And the thing too, Todd, you start getting those shots to fall and getting over the early start perhaps. Oh, look at this steal right here. There goes Lowe, taking it to the basket, softened it up at the end, which was the wise thing to do. And it's a 3-point lead for Peninsula, their biggest lead of the game.
I told you at halftime they were going to have a revival.
They sure did, and they were starting to have that revival before the start of halftime. And it's just continued on right here with the basketball. Papa Vicente pulls up short. Getting the rebound, Kevin Baker. We got a whistle. Papa Vicente not happy down there. That one is going to go against Gabe Garrett, his second team foul. 3-point lead for Peninsula. After the North Idaho-Tacoma game, it'll be Umpqua against Bellevue. All men's games today. Then South Puget Sound against Big Bend. Right here on STSPN.com. Men's coverage for the first 2 days, and then women's for the next 2 days after that, taking you right through the weekend. 4 big days and then 2 days next week. 32 games overall to be telecast. They worked it so well that time. Kevin Baker ended up with getting the basket. Baker now with 4 points in the half and 6 in the game. We have a timeout on the floor, a 5-point lead for Peninsula, starting to pull away a little bit themselves. 17-11 left to go in the second half. We'll be back with more NWAC Championship Tournament action right here on STSPN.com. So those shoes we just saw from Under Armour, one of our sponsors, the Curry 3. Those look very stylish and quite comfortable.
I got to tell you, they do look good, don't they?
Yeah, I imagine they would help your bunions out.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm sporting these.
I like those, by the way. I don't know if we can show them on camera, but those are a very strong industrial shoes you have on there.
It's like wearing suspenders, right? These bad boys
here,
you go
look
anywhere.
like you're ready to go out into the Umpqua forest and do some logging. Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig here, and it is a 5-point lead for Peninsula. Again, thanks everybody for joining us this morning and throughout the day on STSPN.com and our coverage of the NWAC tournament. Portland going to try to do what they can to close it up a little bit right here. In the black uniforms going to your left. Oh, Peninsula has definitely amped up defensively. You see the coverage there and forcing Portland more outside. 5 seconds on the shot clock. There's an open man. Doesn't connect on it. Now they get a fresh 30. Fire up right away. Can't get it done. We finally got 2 shots coming. That will be the Portland player heading to the foul line, which will be Gabe Garrett. Foul is going to go against Trent Warren, his second team foul. Each team now with 2 team fouls here in the second half. Hey, Todd, we both found the pastry shop downstairs.
Oh, my.
And my goodness, I'll tell you, that is a great spread down there. And just one floor, just one flight of stairs down for us. The ones down below have to come up 2 flights of stairs or take the elevator. We can just basically stumble
drift
down
right
there.
In.
Yeah, drift right in. That's right. Well, he hits them both.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to one of the players last night when we were setting up, and they were out there goofing around in the hallway there, and they were working that rock wall they've got out there.
Oh yeah, they got a climbing wall in this building.
And I was telling them, I says, yeah, that's smart. Go ahead and climb up that thing, fall down, break your leg right before the tournament starts.
Yeah, good consulting, by the way, Todd, to get them off that wall. But they do. It's like, a regular climbing wall. That's just one of the features of this facility. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be going back to Portland. Now, we mentioned the name, the Walt Price Student Fitness Center. Walt Price, a legendary football coach and involved in coaching several sports here at Everett when it was called Everett Junior College several years ago. and they're celebrating their 75th anniversary this year. But his son, Mike Price, longtime head football coach of the Washington State University Cougars. I'm sure many people are familiar with him. Follow up good by Cameron Rutherford. He's got 6 points. Cuts it to a 1-point lead for Peninsula as they'll bring the ball out of back court. But there's a lot of contributors to this school, Todd, through the years that in one way or another have gone on to some big things, or while they were here did some great things. You got the Hall of Fame banners up across the way from us, and there's some familiar names nationally up there.
Well, I was going to say there's nothing junior about this college.
No, not at all. And that's the thing. You take it to look at the schools in the NWAC, which I would say, in personal opinion, and I am biased, is that it's the best community college league in the nation. 33 teams strong. Peninsula with the basketball. Ooh, way short. Now Portland, again, a three-pointer could tie it right here. Coming up on 5 minutes into the second half. Ooh, he loses the dribble right there. And it's Darian Daniels taking it on a one-on-two. Swatted back into the board by Rutherford. Good move right there to prevent the basket. A whistle on the floor. Ball goes out of bounds, and I think that's all that it's going to be. They're not putting a foul up there. They're just going to go ahead and award it to Peninsula. This one going to be a battle right to the end. You can see that. Miss on the shot, and Peninsula will set up defensively now, going the other direction as Portland comes into front court. The man-to-man defense. Portland taking their time. Got plenty of time, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Working for the right shot. Knocked out of bounds, and that will be Portland basketball. We have a substitution coming in for Peninsula. Cole Rabideau. Cole averages 10.5 points per game. He just has 2 so far in this one. And a timeout on the floor, so we'll take another timeout. Back with more here in the first game of 8 that we're bringing you on STSPN.com. 40-37, Peninsula up by 3 points after trailing by 2 at halftime.
There is no obstacle an engineer can't tackle, build around, or blow up. Skilled and versatile, these soldiers pave the way, building fortifications, detecting and destroying mines, or restoring electricity after a natural disaster. Nothing stands in the way of a guard engineer.
Let's see, I graduated from high school in 2008, went to UW for a year, came back to Spokane. You know, graduated, wasn't really sure what I was going to do, so I headed to Spokane Falls. I feel like the energy in Spokane is evolving. Having a good, accessible college right here in town is a really important part of that. So I just started working at Helvetica, which is a local design firm. The Falls definitely prepared me for getting a good job right out of college.
My name is Morgan Lynch. This is my college, my community.
I really like to see those National Guard ads right there. I know you were in the military, serving in the Navy for 12 years straight out of high school, and you got an honorable discharge, didn't you?
Well, we won't. Yeah,
You had me on the edge of my chair there for a second.
You were like, "Ooh, boy, maybe I shouldn't ask that."
Maybe I should be sitting downstairs." I'll feed the feed up to you here. 40-37 is the case as Peninsula is leading by 3 points. Good defense right there. Sam Velez forcing him to adjust his shot, and Peninsula ends up with the basketball and the 3-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 5 points. Biggest lead for Portland has been 10 points. Worked it well, and it worked out well. How about that? Alex Baham connects. He's got 9 points, 3 3-pointers. That's his first of the second half, and it's a 6-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Peninsula Pirates. Out of Port Angeles, Washington, right up there on the high coast by the Olympic mountain range. We have a foul called before the shot. Do not count that basket. That foul is going to go against Peninsula's Cole Rabideau, and that will be his third foul, third team foul. So watch out there and keep an eye on what he's doing. Foul is forced to adjust his shot, but they got a piece of him. That foul is going to go against Sam Velez, his first, fourth team foul, and 2 shots coming for Cameron Rutherford. Our second game will start at 10 a.m. We'll get to you just a few minutes early. We'll take a break in between games, and then we'll reset the stage for our second game, which will feature Tacoma against North Idaho.
Oh, I'll be taking a break.
Yeah, you'll be heading down to the snack bar once again.
I will not. At least we won't tell anybody, right?
But I tell you, the bear claws down there, I mean, those are like Alaska grizzly size bear claws.
You know, the NWAC, they take care of us.
They really do. And we're aiming our best to take care of everybody viewing, and that one twirls out of there. He had a good look on it. Peninsula keeps it alive, though, up by the 4 points. Worked it well. Driving to the hoop, and it'll fall for Cole Rabideau.
I thought for sure that was going to go over the other edge.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Out of there. Guy just gets really frantic inside, and Peninsula with the 6-point lead equaling their biggest lead of the game. Now 8-point lead off that great pass. That's Bayham who connects on it. 11 points for him, and he matches what Darian Daniels has, 11 points each to lead the Peninsula Pirates.
You know, right before the half when you said Portland was slowing it down, I was thinking to myself, man, you don't want to let Peninsula hang around.
That's exactly it, right. Isaac Shepard buries the 3 ball. They needed that one. He has 5 points in the game. That's his first 3-pointer. Peninsula has definitely seized momentum after battling back from a couple of 10-point deficits in that first half.
That shows how explosive this game is.
Yeah, it really is, and as always, a game of runs. It's going to be a foul on Dario Papavicente. That will be his second foul.
That's your guy.
It sure is. Third team foul at the foul line with 2 shots is Rabideau. Oh. Again, making us work for it to see if it's going to fall in there. Back into the game will be Gabe Garrett. He's playing with 12 points, 4 in the half. I give him a little spell over there. Garrett, just a couple of fouls on him. He's going to connect on that one. So it is now a 6-point lead again. And they're clogging the inside right there. Garrett trying to battle to get the basketball and stepping in there, playing very good defense is Trent Warren. Getting the hand out, preventing the pass from coming through. And as that ball was fired, we got a foul underneath the basket on a push-off. That's going to go against Portland.
We also have a mishap up here on the track.
Brought the stool, and it seems to be wanting to find a way to find the floor. Instead of falling off the stool's falling off me. So that's the third foul on Garrett. Team foul number 4. They're even at team fouls. 4 apiece. 12:04. Lots of time left in this one. Peninsula with the basketball. And, Todd, this is where a team that certainly has battled back and then now holds the lead can take some time and really be patient to work for the shot. As a tight defense right there. We got a foul, and it looked like he was outside the arc. Let's see. It's going to be a shooting foul. Get a check on that. No, they're just going to do it in inbound. I think that they felt it was on the floor beforehand. That is going to be against Alonzo Parnell, his first 5th team foul. So just going to be out of bounds for Peninsula.
They got to settle that down because frustration is not going to get them back into the game.
That's right. And if you lose, you're done. So both these teams, and throughout the day, the teams will know there's a lot at stake. Got to keep winning. Much more like an NCAA tournament right now, and we're pleased with that as they expanded it to 32 teams over 2 weekends. And all the games fantastic. On STSPN.com.
It's absolutely fantastic. I think that last year when they had the 24 and they expanded it so that all the regional games are here too, it just makes a lot better tournament.
It really does. Isaac Shepard called for the foul, his first sixth team foul. And you look at it academically and athletically at what a great level of competition there is in the NWAC and in community college basketball. These guys, you got a lot of star players from high school out here, and maybe for some reason or another they weren't noticed or get an opportunity to play at the four-year school, so they have a chance to hone their craft, get to extend their careers, and in certain cases, in a number of cases, Todd, advance on to the four-year level, and maybe not even as a player, but also academically, because it sets them up, and certainly economically, price-wise, it can be a much better situation for a lot of people to go to these community colleges, and obviously several in the Northwest, 33 of them in the NWAC, that gives them an opportunity to build up for that four-year school. So it is very advantageous.
Well, and also, it allows them to keep playing. Right? A lot of these kids that identify with the sport.
Both shots good by Daniels. He now has 13 in the game, 4 for 4 from the line. Looking impressive from the stripe. It's back to an 8-point lead, equaling the biggest lead of the game for the Peninsula Pirates. Number 2 team in NWAC North Division. Working hard and making that fall is Andre McGowan, who now has 8 points. That's his first 2 of the second half. Keep in mind, he averages 21.5 points per game. See one of the teams for the next game starting to loosen up by the classrooms across the way from us. Heck, or offices. You can go have your office right here and open the door, and there's a gym.
How fun is that?
Yeah. And the stairways around to get to, it's well designed to get wherever you need to go pretty quickly. Now, another foul called against Portland.
That's 7 this half.
They're up to 7 already. And going to the foul line will be Alex Bayham. His first trip to the line, misses on the first shot. Sitting with 11 points. The foul that time was called against Joe Morales. That is his 4th foul. And as Todd mentioned, 7 team fouls. So you're into the bonus. 10 takes it to double bonus. Next one is good by Bayham. 6 in each half. 7-point lead. And it's been Peninsula throughout most of this half. Oh, we got a foul. No doubt about that, as McGowan was taking it strong to the hoop. And good attempt there to try to block things off, but the foul is going to be against Kevin Baker, his first, and the 5th team foul. 2 shots on the way for Andre McGowan. First one is good. Now, we have actually trivia here for Everett Community College. All right, Everett Community College trivia time, Todd. Why do 19,000 students choose Everett Community College every year? Do you know the answer to that?
I would say because it's really close by. I don't know.
Well, that's a good idea. Let's see what here it says. Answer at Everett Community College faculty know your name, like Cheers, and care about your future. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu. David Byer is the longtime president here at Everett Community College, and he's also president of the NWAC. So I know he delivers a good deal.
Absolutely.
Good education. The school's been growing here, too.
Yeah, did you see the new building across the street there?
Yeah, and I believe that's WSU. I think that's going in there. Because WSU's involved around here.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what's going in over there.
Well, there's a big Everett Community College sign there.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, we've seen this campus expand from when this building was open 6 years ago. They've added and about to add 2 more, so about 3 more buildings around us. They have a medical services building right across the way. Look at that. That worked out perfectly. McGowan gets it done. It's down to a 3-point lead for Peninsula, nearing the halfway point of the second half. Now, Peninsula is fighting hard, trying to get that lead grown bigger. Doesn't work that time around as it's deflected away. Rutherford, and he'll dish off on the outlet to Papa Vicente. 3-ball could tie it right here. There's McGowan, takes it in, mid-range shot. Oh, rims out of there. Thought that one was going to drop, Todd, but
that was deep in the way.
Right, yeah, it was. Sam Velez gets the rebound, and Here comes Peninsula again. This is going to be an exciting final 10 minutes. We'll see if they get it done in 10 minutes. One of these teams coming away with a winner. We are going to overtime. Bounding out of there. All right, Portland will have another crack at it here, down by the 3 points. Keep in mind they've led this game by 10 points on 3 occasions. Way outside, he had a lot of time to work the shot clock, and they went for that outside shot rather quickly. Peninsula now in front court, and they'll run some time down. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the second half. It's STSPN.com and our full day coverage to get NWAC, the tournament, going. Boy, back and forth, Todd just throwing it up there and on those misses. Boy, now we look across the way and I can feel it. There's one of the teams warming up, and that's the Cardinals getting ready to go. Look at that, inside. Getting it done that time is Cameron Rutherford. Taking him up to 6 points in the half, 10 in the game. We have a timeout. Peninsula, 51-50. Like the Rush album on the score 21-12, this would be the title of a Van Halen album, 51-50. As we try to do a rock and roll tie-in at every turn. Looking at the clock, 8:40 left. It's STSPN.com. Don't go anywhere, people. We got a great finish coming up right here in our first game of the day, getting you started in the right way.
As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
Local farmers markets are a convenient place to get fresh, healthy food and products for your family. Lewis County has numerous markets that provide you with an affordable choice of fresh food products. Many of those farms are also available to purchase from directly, so you can take comfort in knowing exactly where your food is coming from. Meet your farmer, know your food. We make it easy in Lewis County.
Yes, folks, discover Lewis County, another great part of the NWAC family. Be sure to check out the NWAC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Check them out on social media. Also, the Swinomish Casino and Lodge includes 98 luxury rooms overlooking Padilla Bay and the San Juan Islands. Dine at 13 Moons Restaurant, which features flavors of hand-cut Alderwood grilled seafood, meats, and the freshest flavors of the Northwest. Play over 800 of the latest slot titles and table games, including blackjack, craps, roulette, and pie gow. For more information on events and promotions, please visit SwinomishCasinoandLodge.com.
Boy, that sounds, I like the whole idea of overlooking the, what was that, the river or whatever?
Padilla Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there. It's right there by Anacortes.
Have to take Susan up there.
Yes, you should. I can meet you guys for dinner. And then breakfast. So there we go, driving to the basket and popping it in. How about Andre McGowan with the 360 right there? 8 points in the half, 14 in the game. He is the leading scorer for both sides. And it's a 1 point lead. Lead switching hands back in favor of Portland. Like I said, this one is going to be a barn burner right till we hit the end and see if it gets settled in regulation or not. Taking it to the basket that time, San Velez. Velez gets fouled, taking it in. 2 shots for him. Velez will be going to the foul line for the first time. He just has 2 points in the game, that coming in this half. Foul is going to be called against Cameron Rutherford, just his first. It is the 8th team foul as Velez misses on the first one. Checking back in for Peninsula will be Darian Daniels. And heading to the bench will be Omar Lowe. 1 point lead, chance to tie right here. You got to make those foul shots, though. He misses them both. Right there, no problem getting the rebound is Rutherford. Well, Todd, as we talk a lot when we're doing high school games and such up here, or college games, making those free throws is so important, especially down the stretch.
It'll come back to haunt you.
Yeah, and quickly here with it being under 8 minutes to go in the second half. Portland with the basketball, and that one's going to rim out of there. Good board and hanging on to it, getting everybody set up into the half-court offense is Dario Papavicente. Going inside, and it's going to be a whistle. This one is going against Peninsula. Now they're up to 7 fouls. That one's going to go on Trent Warren, his second. So both teams in the bonus. Heading to the foul line will be Gabe Garrett. 1-1. Did he just go behind his back on that? I think he did. I think that's part of his ritual.
That's.
I'm going to watch the second time.
Let's see again here.
Let's see if he does that. And the biggest thing is that you've got to have your rhythm at the foul line in some way, shape, and he does. He goes behind his back. That's just part of his rhythm.
Well, it helps. Look at that.
He's 4 for 4 from the line.
I think he's got to keep doing it.
If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. A 3-point lead for Portland as they've regained the lead here in the second half. In a battle to the finish, loser is out. Winner will go on to play the winner of the next game, which is North Idaho against Tacoma, which we will bring you. Taking it to the basket is McCullough. Make that Darren Daniels. Daniels now with 7 points in the half and a total of 15 in the game. Now the leading scorer for the Peninsula Pirates. Inside they go. Great block right there. Getting his hand on it and putting it off the board is Sam Velez. And we got a foul is coming into front court. Alex Baham, who's had a strong game offensively, he gets fouled and hits the floor. That's going to be team foul number 9 called against Portland.
Well, he's got to be careful with that. He's a little angry there and threw that ball
Yeah,
down.
you don't want to have a complete meltdown.
You know, I got to tell you,
go ahead.
I don't think that there's any benefit, I mean, any real plus side for getting knocked out of the tournament. But if there were, I would think that it would be better today and have a completely free weekend.
There you go. Go sailing or something like that right here in Everett.
I'm saying there's no benefit. I'm just saying, if there was a plus side.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'd rather be playing.
Yeah, of course.
But would you rather lose on Sunday or Thursday?
I would. You'd like to go as deep as you can into the tournament. With the shot on the way is good. That is Baham hitting them both, and now the lead is switched again. For the third time, 55-54.
Well, I can tell neither one of these guys wants to go home.
No, they want to keep going. Inside they go. That's McGowan. 10 points in the half, 16 in the game. He is the leading scorer for both teams. And back to a 1-point lead for Portland. We are definitely in seesaw battle time. Do we have a seesaw battle time sponsor there, Todd? You could probably
not that I'm aware of.
Throw the Swinomish Casino in on that. Missed shot on a couple of those. That's Daniels, and here comes the 4 of them out of back court right now as Portland will try to increase their lead. Good defense down low as there was 3 players in there for Peninsula. Finally getting his hand on it, Trent Warren. Here come the Pirates with a chance to take the lead. Under 6 minutes left to go in the second half. This has been a good one. And knocked out of bounds, last touched by Portland. Now switch off and bring Daniels over, and McCullough will get set up near the low post. But inside, there's been some good physical play in there. The refs have, for the most part, let them play. Our crew chief, Sean Weatherston. Also, umpire number 1 is Bill Draper. Umpire number 2 is Travis Bain. And they've just really called a good game from what I've seen up here.
Absolutely.
Popping it in for 2 points is McCullough, and the lead swings back in favor of the Peninsula Pirates, up by 1 point. Now the lead has switched hands 5 times, has been tied 5 times. That's a slick-looking move right there, but he can't finish it up. Pulling the rebound down is Warren. We hope to have statistics before we sign off from the first game. I've got some unofficial numbers here that I can pass along, but we'd like to see if we can get some rebounds and things along of that nature. And we have a whistle and a foul. That's against Rutherford, his second. He was right in there. Team foul number 10, so it is double bonus time and a timeout on the floor. Todd looking at 4:59 left to go here in the second half and a 1-point game. This is a dandy from the Walt Price Student Fitness Center on the campus of Everett Community College. First game of 32 of the NWAC tournament on your home of the NWAC Championship Tournament, STSPN.com. Welcome back. We are here live at Everett Community College. Mark Ock and Todd Elvig. First game of our Ocho header. We got 8 games. I guess that is what you could call it. Zach Day
You've been
is
working
at
on
the
that
foul
one?
line for the Peninsula Pirates. They are up by 1 point. First shot rims out of there. Again, you got to nail those. This is his first trip to the foul line. Day averages 2.5 points per game. Again, if you're looking for a challenge, push yourself further. It begins when you enlist as a soldier in the United States Army. You'll be trained in one of more than 150 career fields and could earn easy money for college if you qualify. To find out more, visit your local Army recruiter or log on to goarmy.com. Ball goes out of bounds. He made the second foul shot, so it's up to a 2-point lead. But anybody's ball game, just under 5 minutes left to go in the second half. Officials want to make sure they're on the same page. Todd, when did you start setting up for this? A couple days ago?
Tuesday.
Well, it's paid off because everything so far just fitting really nice together, including that nice multi-use plug-in device that you have over there that has USB ports and also
You like that?
I sure do. I just look around and I see, of course we've seen that for a couple of months, but just looking at some of your new toys over there. Portland with the basketball. They're going to try to work hard to tie this thing up, going to look inside, but they're forced outside with the good, strong defense and the 2-3 zone, and the shot clock goes off. I just looking, keeping going. Well, let's see how far they can go with this and try to get a basket, but there's that strong defense by Peninsula forcing them outside. They could not go inside, and thus the turnover as Peninsula will have the basketball up by 2 points. And the clock really starts to become a factor right now. Got to think Peninsula, unless they get a wide-open shot, is going to work it pretty well here and try to take some time off the clock. Now 14 on the shot clock. Peninsula in the white uniforms, Portland in the black. Wasted opportunity right there as you left it way short. Slick-looking move, but you got to wrap it up to make it all count. I've been impressed with the defense from Trent Warren. He tries to shut his man off and is successful right there. And finally getting the ball back will be Rutherford. Down low they go. Slamming it home will be Andre McGowan off the pass from Dario Papavicente. And we are tied at 58. Peninsula had a couple of shots at it there, but it is Portland coming back and doing it with an exclamation point. We had a definite push. That's an offensive foul. It's going to go against Bayham, which will be his first foul. Team foul number 8. Just turns the ball over with it being a player control foul. And we're going to have Portland inbounding. Checking back into the game is Sam Velez. Velez did not start, but he's seen a lot of action out there. Also, Olympic College is a place to pursue your dreams on and off the field or court with 11 women's and men's athletic teams and numerous academic programs. There's something for everyone at Olympic College. Learn more at olympiccollege.info/athletics. Timeout has been called. Portland says they want to talk things over. We got 3:05 on the clock. And we'll be back with more on STSPN.com.
At NIC, we believe in investing in our future. One built with dedicated, skilled, and hardworking people. And with the new career and technical education facility at North Idaho College, the future is bright. Today's students are tomorrow's workforce, and North Idaho College's career and technical education program will provide the training that will get you the job. Together, let's build the future. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
We are live at Everett Community College. You know, Todd, with it being the morning and the stock market being open, I think it's only fitting that we give a brief mini report here as we come in out of the break. The Dow is down $3.35, $3.35.
Oh, I was going to say.
NASDAQ is up 3.61, and S&P 500 is up 1.29. So there's your stock market report here in the early going. We'll work certain things. Ooh, that was awfully close to over and back. Well, look who ends up with it. It's Darian Daniels. Goes the other direction. Count that, baby. And it's 60-58. So Daniels now having a good second half, and Daniels all over the place. We got a jump ball. Great hustle by Darian Daniels. Jump ball is going to give it to Portland. Daniels, a sophomore, 5'11", from Valley High School in Las Vegas. Zach Day, also from Valley High School in Las Vegas. A couple players. Day is just a freshman, though. Daniels, the sophomore. Okay, Portland with the ball. Good, really solid defense, blocking him in on the triple that time. They had to force it outside on the miss. It'll be a rebound by Peninsula. Here they come. And again, lots of time to take off the clock right here on the shot clock and the quarter clock. They neglect to do so, as firing kind of early was McCullough. Peninsula had an opportunity to extend that lead, and Portland now has an opportunity to tie it up or take the lead, but it goes out of bounds. And that will be Peninsula basketball. Portland a little frantic down low. They had more time, and time is the key at this point. You don't have to rush it, especially in a very close game like this, Todd. Take your time. Even if you're down, work for the right shot. We will have stock updates as the day goes along.
I like that. Watch Ford.
Throw that in there. What's that?
I said watch Ford stock.
No, I will. I can actually tell you what that is right now. As we have a foul, that'll be coming up against Portland. Is going to send Peninsula to the foul line with 2 shots. Portland foul is on Isaac Shepard, his second. Double bonus time. McCullough at the foul line for the first time in this game this morning. First shot perfect. He now has 11 points in the game. Ford is trading at $12.44. Down 9 cents for the day, Todd. So not bad.
Thank you for
that.
that.
All right. And I know what each of us drives, and it would have to start with an F, yes. Missing a couple of times is Portland. And Peninsula getting the ball and securing the ball. 3-point lead. He just made the one shot down there. And with the basketball coming out of backcourt is Daniels. Slowing it up. Half-court set. You've got the time of the quarter and the shot clock right there on your screen, provided to you by GS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. 3-point basket. Did he get it? He did. Make sure, or would he call it just a 2? No, it's a 3. That was by Warren. Trent Warren with his first points of the game. Big time. Nails the three-pointer. I don't think did I see the arms go up by the official? I didn't see it. I thought he held out 2 fingers, but it looked like it was well past the line in the arc. Timeout called on the floor by Portland. 1:04 left to go here in the second half, and the Portland Panthers find themselves down by 6 points as Peninsula trying to come away with a victory and move on to the second round. We'll be back with more. Stay with us on STSPN.com.
Lewis County is full of opportunities, especially when it comes to our food. Here, our farmers are growing food and making products that provide healthy, fresh, and tasty options for your family. Lewis County is also home to many restaurants that purchase directly from these farms and offer entire meals made with ingredients fresh off the farm. Meet your farmer, know your food. We make it easy in Lewis County.
Tell you what, that Community Farmers Market of Chehalis looks rather nice.
I like that cheese.
Have to make a spin by there. All right, it is a 6-point lead for Peninsula. Now a 4-point lead. Cameron Rutherford drops it in. 8.5, 12 in the game. Less than a minute to go. Second half. Mark Ockett, Todd Elvig here on STSPN.com. Winner moves on, and they will play in what is game 9 of the tournament, which is at 2 p.m. tomorrow, right here in this very site. Tight defense, forced out of bounds, and it is going to stay with the Peninsula Pirates, again out of Port Angeles. Let's see if they can connect right here and put some distance, more distance between themselves. It's a 2-possession game. He's got a nice shot over there and connects on it. Beautiful. Coming down with it that time. Rabideau off the pass from McCullough. Rabideau with his first 3-pointer in the game, and the shot is good. Another timeout called on the floor. We'll take a timeout. Peninsula leading 67-62 here on STSPN.com.
There is no obstacle an engineer can't tackle, build around, or blow up. Skilled and versatile, these soldiers pave the way, building fortifications, detecting and destroying mines, or restoring electricity after a natural disaster. Nothing stands in the way of a guard engineer.
We are live here on STSPN.com, 67-62. Winding down, under 26 seconds left to go in the second half, and a 5-point lead for the Peninsula Pirates. Trying to come away with the victory after trailing 30-28 at the end of the first half. So I'm going to do the first 3 games today, then Mike Buchholz will go for 2 games, and then who do you have at 6 o'clock?
Nathan.
All right, Nathan Murphy will be here at 6 o'clock, and then Tom Lafferty will be on for the 8 to 10 show.
8 and 10.
He's doing the. I guess Nathan's doing the dinner show.
Yeah.
And then Tom's doing the
voice of the Sounders, or one of the.
Well, I know he was. I'm not sure. Maybe the U23. No. S2 maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, at the foul line with the shots. First one is good. Let's see. I'm just wrapping it up. That is Daniels. We'll have a quick recap, taking a look at some of the scores in this one. I think there was a technical foul. No, I didn't catch that, but it's going to be Peninsula basketball. So you had that one shot, and then they get it back.
Well, that would follow with a technical.
I think that would follow a technical foul, but we didn't get a clear indication on that. And a grab. Right now, Portland grasping at straws as they see their season very much hanging in the balance.
In jeopardy.
In jeopardy here at Everett Community College.
I think it was that last three that Peninsula sank. That
three
hurt.
ball by Rabideau. At the foul line is Daniels. Makes the first one. He's had a great game in both halves. And not just offensively. He's just been right there in their face and scrambling, rolling on the floor, chasing balls down. Excellent defense. 8-point lead, 3-possession game. That's going to be a miss, and that should just about do it, I think. No foul. Under 10 seconds left to go here. And it's going to be Peninsula's victory right here as they'll wind it down in the last seconds. That's it. The Peninsula Pirates, who were down by 10 points on 3 occasions in the first half, battle back and come up with a 70-62 victory. They will now move on and play tomorrow at 2 p.m. against the winner of our next game, which is North Idaho against Tacoma. And so congratulations to the Peninsula Pirates. And for Portland, you put together a solid season, finishing overall at 12-15, and a great battle out there today as they will head back to the Rose City, eliminated from the 2017 NWAC tournament. All right, fans, let's just take a quick look for the Portland Panthers. They were led in scoring by the 18 from Andre McGowan. He had 6 in the first half and 12 in the second half for the 18 points. And then on the other side of the coin, Darian Daniels, who averages 16.8 points per game, had 8 in the first half. A strong second half as he hit some big foul shots down the stretch. And we have him for a total of 11 points for 19 to lead all scorers. So, again, the final score is 70-62. Peninsula picks up the victory over Portland. And now the two teams for the next game are making their way out on the court. And that will feature the Tacoma Titans against the North Idaho Cardinals right here on STSPN.com. We'll be taking a break and then be back with more in just around 15 minutes. Thanks for being with us.
Yes, yes. Welcome to Basketball City, USA. I use my brain, open lanes to the top of the game. I use my hand on any man that would try to contain me. Use my feet and compete like I need to the death. I use my heart and it'll beat till I breathe my last breath. Hoop Fest 2017. Don't miss your shot.